Feldspar slab. Oh, okay. Probably designating that one guy that I had murdered. Not on purpose, mind you, but you know, just because. Andesite cavern floor, smooth andesite floor. I'm not 100% sure if they will actually smooth the stuff under the beds. Yes, they will. Okay, I had to check on that. So I put that cabinet in the wrong spot. No. Remove building. Let's see how many more beds we got made. None. They do have some more cabinets though. Gotta be placing these. Dwarves like cabinets. I mean, I like cabinets. Not even gonna lie on that, but even so, I like keeping everything sort of similar in the rooms. It just fucking putting armor stands down again. How the fuck do you do that? Okay, BF, pretty easy actually. Just keep hitting enter like that. But you know, that's getting into semantics and stuff that doesn't even matter to me, using words, not how they're supposed to be used again. Also, how are they doing up here with this? That woodcutter guy still hasn't done jack shit to help me with this. He sucks. Also, I'm going to just remove the designation to get these trees here in the middle cut down because I don't really need those done yet. So that's going to go back to being green. We are in spring. We might actually start having to worry about invaders again. How much worried we need to be of them, I'm uncertain of. I don't know how many. I don't know who we're specifically at war at. I know we are in contact with the Beastmen, the Dusk Elves, and the Kobolds, but I don't know how much of a threat any or all of them will be. I mean, they could, to be perfectly honest, really do nothing good or bad towards us, for us, etc., etc., but it could still, you know, one day cause issues, and then, you know, it'll be tough. And I don't want to have to deal with that. But still, I mean, we might not have to worry about any of those factions this month, and there might even be others that we don't know about that could just come out of the aether and be like, we are here to sexually molest your bottom. And then they will do so. And we will have no say in the matter. But I'm hoping that's not the case. Oh god, do I hope that's not the case. Anyway, but because of the way that we actually probably can't do that, can we? I don't know. See, wall. Can we actually make a wall here? Let's see. Might have actually. One of the problems I've had with making towers and stuff like this in the past is it gets kind of complicated with making the cornerstone walls. You might not actually have to do that anymore. It might be a lot easier than it used to be because you can build diagonally, or you can actually go on top of the walls. Yeah, you can, so I don't... Actually, wow, that actually saves me a shit ton of time. The fuck? When did that change? See, this is one of the little changes that doesn't matter much, but can provide a significant change to actually how you do things. So I made that out of a different material. That's gonna get annoying over the years, but you know, not too worried. We're actually within our... I don't even know what year, how long we've been in this for. Probably not that long. I think we were only in our second, third year, give or take. I don't know. Needless to say, we're not that deep into this. So things will be picking up eventually. I keep hitting that. Anyway, so yeah, this is going to be, this area up here is going to be what I was talking about before. We're going to have the trade depot. I'm actually thinking in my head how I want to do that, how I want to connect everything. If I actually want to build it as a building out here, if I want to have walls, I don't know how I want to do it. Needs more seeds. Don't give a shit. Stop bothering me with your useless farming bullshit. Trading Golden Goose has starved to death. Golden Goose? Yeah. Unfortunate, but unnecessary. He was the thing that got stuck on the wall up there. I don't know what he was doing up there, how he got up there. He's a bird. What's going on, bird? Why are you being stupid? Why? I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, he's dead. And I really wanted this refuse shit cleaned up. It just looks bad. To me it does. At least. Anyway, I'm actually going to start setting up these walls to be built here. Schist. I only have to designate them to be built. Eventually one of the guys will come down here anyway, no matter what, and build it, so... hopefully not while I'm dumping magma in, and hopefully they won't trap themselves in here. That's a lot of hoping on my part, but you never know. And it looks like Lord Astaleth has created a masterpiece. That is nice. Not that it matters particularly much, but it's still nice nonetheless. So it looks like they are finally getting those last bit of trees up here chopped down, which is also very nice. Also, having access to these water pits. Look at me sounding like an alien again. What's wrong with you, Pat? Are you not of this earth? No, getting access to these ponds and stuff like this will also give us access to water. Just, you know, that sounds like something obvious to say, but I mean, it's actually a pretty important thing just to have access to water just overall, because it actually does provide a lot. You'd be surprised at how quickly your fort can get ground to a halt because you don't have access to some sort of, like, liquid. This will keep dwarves just in general from, like, just, you know, dehydrating themselves to death, for say, because you don't have alcohol for a certain amount of time, which we don't sometimes. I mean, a lack of alcohol is one of the main problems of my fort. Let's be honest here. Let's not even beat around the bush. Because there is no bush to beat around, because if there were bushes, we'd probably have more alcohol. So what is this? Something was being built. What the fuck was being built? I'm confused. And mildly enraged, but mostly confused. One day I'm hoping that we will be able to get the maximum amount of benefit. What is wrong with my English today? Holy shit. I don't even know. I'm hoping that when we actually go over all this stuff, when we do dump the lava in, it doesn't create any sort of complications like making magma. None of this water is particularly deep, so I don't foresee it being an issue, but it may or may not arise as such depending on what happens. And if it does, that's gonna be a pain in the ass, but like I've said before, nothing we can't particularly handle. In worst case scenario, when we get our bridges built, that guy's a retard. Up. And then down. Anyway, now that that guy's done being a grade A professional jackass, have that get made, and a minor dwarf should help this guy eventually. I mean, there's a minor dwarf right the fuck there. But of course, he's busy doing one of the many hundreds of things that I've designated my fucking dwarves to do. And it seems our alcohol isn't in terrible condition. And here, this bugs me every time I see it. I'm getting sidetracked. This bugs me because I wanted to do the metal thing. He gave birth to a boy! Congrats, don't give a shit. This bugs me because I wanted to get started on the metal stuff, and I had so many plans that got changed, and it's kind of depressing to see like this, that I sacrificed a dwarf for some of this shit, and I never used it. Like I said, it's kind of depressing at one point, and at another it's like, man, look at me being stupid. Also, I'm thinking about maybe, actually, I think that might be one of the best well, that's one of the best ideas I've had in a while. Let's mine out this shit. We'll mine out you. I know what I'm going to be turning this floor into now. I had no idea what I was going to do with it until I realized I kind of want to get those animals off the surface. I mean, they won't mind.
No, It failed. It doesn't matter. I'll kill them all. They did it. It's their fault. All the other dwarfs, it's their fault. I'll kill them all.
I don't know when the fuck this guy went insane. And I don't really give a shit. He's going to die. It looks like he's attacking a cougar. I don't know if he's going to actually kill it or not. Doesn't look like he will, so we'll cancel that. Yep, he's dead. That's going to have to get cleaned up eventually. It's kind of sad that we lost a dwarf like that. I don't even remember what happened with him. I'll admit it openly. It's kind of my fault for that because I wasn't paying the least bit of attention. But on another point, I don't remember. Don't get janky with me with that. I don't fucking remember that at all. Shit. Also, did this get designated? Yeah, it did. Thank God I noticed that. Anyway, so the next big thing
more to catch.
Okay, nothing more to catch. That's nice. Let's actually set you right here. I might as well just start flooding this with magma. Alright, so the next thing I want to do is I do want to get a bridge built. So this is exactly 3. Big. I'm trying to like find the exact center of this. Channel. So it's right there, right in front of that one. I want that removed, by the way. I just wanted to find the center of it because I'm like trying to get this done while keeping my eyes on that one so I don't lose my place. Okay, we'll retract the bridge up that way, and I'm actually gonna make this quartzite looks like a nice material. We'll make it out of that. Even though it looks really expensive and it sounds expensive, I don't give a shit. So anyway, one of our miners is going to be doing that. I actually realized now that I got all this open space down here, it's grass. It's grass. I can just designate like little fucking areas for my animals down here, and we'll be in the clear. Whoa! What just happened? Buffalo. Yeah, we also are gonna have to get that salt too. That's one of the biggest reasons why, to be honest. So, you know. So that unleashed the magma. Oh, for a minute he scared me there because I saw him disappear. I was thinking he was dead. This can stay. Don't worry about it. Just get out. Everybody's out, right? So they're kind of stuck here. Thank God magma is slow flowing. And it looks like it will be creating some smoke. Nothing too serious, I hope. For no reason. And I don't want to start like a forest fire or some shit. I don't want to do that either, because I just fucked that up. You just T-tree go right there. But we are going to need that, you know, made pretty quickly. I think what had happened was there's some refuse down here. I don't know why they're still like moving around. Dude, that dwarf was like, I'm gonna get up there from this little thing, and he's retarded. Anyway, that needs architecture, so I guess we just gotta wait on that. I don't even know. Kinda wish I'd gotten rid of more of those little areas first, but you know, whatever. No skin off my teeth. Meow. Meow. More smoke rising out of that, and hopefully that doesn't cause any issues with the dwarves. But yeah, as I was saying, like, we've got all this area down here, like, our animals are fighting up there, killing each other, maiming each other, and I think that's pretty much why the one died of infection, by the way. So, I mean, I don't see any reason not to do this.